Okay guys, so this is it. This is Washtenaw, wabansia. Hello again, my name is Emma. Welcome. This is where I used to live when I was like 7. I say around 8, 9 years old. I did go to Moose Grammar School. We lived here for a lot of years. Of course, the buildings did not look at all like this. My father did own the building here, and there was like a little grocery store right here. Now I remember this because I remember coming back here years later, and we used to run to that grocery store like every day. Sadly, I don't have pictures of the house that we used to live in when we were little, unfortunately. But we used to buy penny candy here, and we used to get loads and loads of candy like you wouldn't believe. I do remember going down this block where we could have sworn there was a house down here, and they more or less were saying that it was haunted. And we used to go over there all the time and try to throw rocks and everything just to see if we could get a spark of somebody coming out of that house. But unfortunately, we never did. There were also some houses down the block. I'm trying to go as fast as I can because I want to show you the school that I went to. We had these two ladies, two really elderly, I think they were sisters, and they used to live down in the middle of the block. And I remember going into their house, and everything was so vintage, everything was so old. I don't know whatever happened to them, but right up ahead is North Avenue, and there should be like a liquor store right on the corner. I think it's called Tip Tops. We used to go there all the time to Tip Tops. I think it's still there actually. I will come around another time and I'm pretty sure it's there. Like I said, those two sisters, yeah. And I went into their house and they had kittens and everything was so antique, vintage stuff. So again, the building that we had was really, well, the building my father owned was really big. We had, I remember there was a party down the street, and this when I was like 6, 7 years old, and I don't know if anybody ever remembers, but the little boy, he got ran. It was a hit and run. They had a party down here, and the little boy got hit. And the only thing that I remember was gruesome, you know, but yeah, they did say the boy survived, but you know, it's not a fact. It's not a fact at all. But this is where I grew up. This was my neighborhood, although I don't remember the church. But I know it was here. Unless that's unless they just did that, but I don't remember that church. Okay, so Washtenaw, wabansia, this is where I used to live. Again, I don't know if their last names were Garcia. They're the ones that owned the store here. But this was the way, because our entrance used to be right here. It used to be like a little, we used to have the first floor and then the second floor, and it used to be open in this area, and we used to live down here. So when we would go to school, I would go to school with my sisters and brothers. We would walk over here and keep on walking. Like I said, some things look familiar, some things don't. And like I said, time has changed. Everything is not what it used to be. But I don't know, for some reason it just felt a lot longer when I was little. Then coming over here. And Fairfield, yes, Fairfield was the street, and we always used to come in through the back. The school entrance was in front, but we always used to come in through that way. And let me see if I could try to walk over here real quick. It's just amazing how time flies. This was Moose School. This is the school I went to when I was little, 5, 7. I went to kindergarten here. Went to kindergarten, and although I don't remember, we always did come in through the back. We never came in through the front. I do remember coming through here, and I think we went through that side over there, although now that I see there's not an entrance. There's not an entrance over here. So most likely I did go through the front. I did go through the front. And like I said, so many years, I lived everywhere. I lived on the south side, I lived northwest, went to school here for I don't know how. I remember a teacher, her name was Miss Collins. She was an awesome, and Miss Walker, I think Miss Walker was my kindergarten teacher, and Miss Collins was my 6th grade teacher. Now, this did not look like this. This was not here. Everything was concrete. And I remember because one year it was freezing. It was in the winter, and we had recess outside. So in one of those winter cold winters, I slipped and I almost split my legs. It was the most painful thing I have ever felt in my life. I also remember having a fight over here too. But yeah, so going down memory lane. Again, I will be touring. I will be going to, the next place that I went to, or where I used to live, was on 26th Street, the Pilsen area. And then we ended up moving to the south side, Roseland area, by the Pullman area. And then we ended up moving back to Chicago Avenue in Ashland. I'll probably end up going to Chicago Avenue in Ashland and let me see how the neighborhood looks over there. But yeah, this was my school. I was here until 6th grade, from kindergarten to 6th grade. And again, times have changed. There were a lot of stores like Edmar on the what do you call it, on the avenue. There was, like I said, the grocery store named Tip Top. I think it's still there, like I mentioned, because we used to go to that grocery, you know, that liquor store. Like that was our corner store, the liquor store. And yeah, we used to come down here, and we used to try. I think there was a place, if I'm not mistaken, over here. And I think it's that building over there, and they used to sell candy there. And you were able to smell, oh my God, the candy from, you know, from blocks away. You knew it was a candy store. It was just amazing how much candy you were able to smell. But again, I don't remember coming in through the front. I always did remember coming in through the back. I don't know why. It's unfortunate that I didn't take any pictures of the school when I was that small, and I regret it. So, you know, if you have little ones and you take them here, take pictures of where they used to go. Take pictures of your neighborhood, because I'm 60 years old. Time flies. And then when you want to look back, you have nothing. No memory of how these places used to look. I don't remember. Maybe my sisters might have some. I know they had some pictures. They graduated from Yates. But Yates, I think Yates is a high school now. It used to be like a 7th and 8th grade, like a junior high school. But they graduated, and I think I remember them having pictures of that school. So it's amazing. The North Hotel is still there. Humboldt Park is still there. So yeah. So again, I am going to be traveling all over the city and trying to get as close as possible to the places where I used to live. Again, this was just one of them. Moose School was my favorite school. I never made it to Otis Park, Otis Park is near Chicago Avenue and Ashland. My brothers went there. They went to Otis Grammar School. But yeah, I don't want to take too many pictures because there's a lot of kids out here right now, so don't want to really show too much. You know how YouTube is. They don't like having too many people. You guys showing too many people. So Bernard Moose School. So there you have it, guys. So I am going to be posting this up later on. It takes a minute to post everything up. It takes a minute. But like I said, this part, I don't remember this part. This definitely had to be an extension. Because I remember this. This is old. That I remember. This, I don't remember seeing that. So I'm pretty sure that was an extension that they put. 'Cause one of my classes was right up there. That's where I think either my 5th or my 6th grade class was at. Still a humongous school. Even if they did make the extension, it still is big. I don't remember any of this. But hey, the more the better. And yeah, so I think that's it for today. Like a fish in the sea. So glad you caught me, and yeah, we will check you out on my next video. Bye.